Okay, so we just got a trailer for the new Metal Gear Survive. It's not even called Metal Gear Solid, it's called Metal Gear Survive. Konami is now working on a new Metal Gear. We have it's an actual game. It's not no pachinko bullshit. Coming to the PC, Xbox One, and PS4. Now, oh man, we gotta talk about this because this is something that we all knew was gonna happen at some point, and now that it's finally happening, we can really evaluate this because this is a big thing. This is a really big thing. This is the first. Well, no, not the first, but this is this is the first Metal Gear game with Kojima gone out of the picture completely. So now, what I get from this trailer, because from what I see, it ties in with Ground Zeroes. It takes place, I think, like literally right after Ground Zeroes, where Snake and Kaz and the medic, they all get away from Mother Base, and it takes place, I guess, with the survivors of Mother Base, and they're fighting off what look like zombies. And from what I can see, the plot doesn't make any sense. You see, the thing about Kojima is every for a while, I can't say every single trailer because I haven't seen, every trailer that he's made for, I know, Ground Zero, Phantom Pain, MGS4, all the other trailers before that, I believe, they were all based around story. Now, I know the E3 Metal Gear Solid trailer from like forever ago, that wasn't exactly story based. I seen that trailer. It didn't look story based at all. It looked like a normal 3D shooter. But for Phantom Pain and Ground Zeroes, basically, the trailers were very story oriented, and you knew that you were gonna see it was like watching a movie, basically. Like his trailers were always centered around something. It always had a plot, and you knew what that plot was. And even if you didn't know what the plot was, you knew it was interesting enough that it was going to be good. And with this, it's like the only interesting part, honestly, is the beginning where you see Snake in them, and then once they leave, the camera pans over to this new person who, I gotta say, he looks like a creative character from the Phantom Pain like hospital scene where you create your own character, because there was literally no attention to detail to his face whatsoever. He looked like a creative character, honestly, like a poorly made creative character. He didn't look like anybody important, and it just looked so weird. And then you can see after that it goes on to like shooting zombies and surviving and stuff like that. And then they show a 4-player co-op. I'm like, this is really reminiscent to when the creator of Resident Evil left Resident Evil, and then after that you get a co-op Resident Evil 5, which in itself was actually kind of good. And then you got the tragedy that was Resident Evil 6. Every Metal Gear game that Kojima has made has always been single player, except for Metal Gear Solid 4. That was multiplayer, I believe, and Peace Walker was co-op as well. But ever since then, for the most part, they've all been single player games. While they did have hints of co-op and multiplayer, the main focus was the single player aspect of the game. This game looks like it's completely straight up 4-player co-op. I'm like, oh boy. Yeah, I don't know. No. Metal Gear, no. And see, this is the thing. Konami, they've been sitting on a masterpiece for so freaking long. One thing gamers like are remakes. I mean remakes of their favorite games. We just love that, okay? Let's be perfectly honest here. We love that. And all they had to do was remake one of the older games. Or tell you what they could have done, instead of doing this Metal Gear Solid 5 definitive crap, what they could have done was get a Metal Gear Solid, well, there's already a Metal Gear Solid Legacy Collection, call it something else, Metal Gear Solid whatever, and have all the games remastered on the PS4 and Xbox One. People will buy that. People really will buy that, and myself included. I would, even though I already have the games, I buy it again for the case. So they could have did that and then worked on like a remake of Metal Gear Solid 3 or Metal Gear Solid 1. Like, they are sitting on a gold mine. And the fact that, the Metal Gear community is so passionate and they're so loving to the franchise. And the actors who played a lot of these people, like David Hayter, that's another person. I almost said somebody completely different. What's his name? Christopher Randolph, I think that's his name. That might not be his name at all. I'm sorry if I may have butchered his name. But basically the actors are so passionate about the game and the lifespan of the franchise and stuff like that. I'm 100% sure they would come back to reprise their roles. And now that you're finally making a game without Snake, and I mean, yeah, you know, you had Raiden, but Raiden was a character that was already pre-established. We had him in Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 4, and we knew him long, and he developed long enough for us to like him. Now you have these new characters that's completely different. I'm not even sure if anyone from the previous games are going to be in this game, but you had someone who was pre-established in Metal Gear Rising. That's why that game was so accepted, because there was somebody that we already knew. This is something completely different, and now you're just making something completely different without Snake, without Raiden. I don't really see this game going anywhere. And you know, the thing about it is, it doesn't look half bad, okay? I feel like if they were to actually do a story-oriented trailer and not this action-packed Resident Evil crap, it would look pretty good. Like, honestly, from what I can see, it looks cool. I'm not gonna say it's amazing or it's a must-have or anything crazy like that, but it looks kind of cool. But dude, does it look Metal Gear? No. Does it seem like it can go far? Absolutely not. But what do I know? I don't make games. I'm just the guy who plays them and talks about them. So, I mean, yeah. I just don't see this going far. I do want to stay. I want to stay positive about this because I do love Metal Gear. Metal Gear has a special place in my heart. It's a part of my life, and I just would love to see this work out, but I have a feeling that it's really, really not going to. I mean, when you look at the characters, like, it looks like they've made every single character that we've seen, like every live character that we've seen, it literally looks like they were made from that hospital scene. Like, they look like a poorly made creative character. You know, actually, I got some images over here. Let's look at some of the images while I talk about it. Okay, yeah, see, you have guys with spears, and dude, like, they put so much emphasis on survive. You got a guy with a spear, somebody with an arrow, guy picked up a pole. It's like, and this clearly looks like it's from the Fox engine, like, clearly from the Fox engine. And I mean, it just looks so weird. And you got you have like this zombie looking thing with like a red crystal coming out of its head. And they look kind of similar to the skull. Like, I feel like they would be similar to the skulls. I'm not really sure, but it looks like they're trying so hard to just straight up copy like things from Kojima's game. And then you have like the whole mother base thing and how it's all gone to shit, and I don't get it. It doesn't make much sense, honestly. That's what I was saying before. Like, at least with Kojima's trailers, they made sense and there was a plot to follow. There is no plot to follow here. All we see is just shooting and action and random things that we've never seen from the Metal Gear series. And it's like, if you're trying to win fans back, like you say, this is not the way at all. You're not going to win anybody new over, because the same exact thing happened with Resident Evil. But, you know, it is what it is. All we can do is just wait and see. I mean, oh God, man. All you got to do is remake Wow. All you got to do is remake Metal Gear Solid 3. Remake any of the Metal Gear Solid games. Remake Metal Gear Solid 2. I mean, that's what I'm saying. They're sitting on a gold mine, and they don't even realize it. They don't. And I can see I'm starting to stutter now because I'm getting too excited. But that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think of this Metal Gear Survive. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later. So thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to leave a rating. It only takes a fraction of a second. And I will catch you guys later. So again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, have a great day.